So like the title of the video says, don't get into beefs with anybody, okay? I feel like beefs are a waste of time. It's like sissy too. Like it's like sissy shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like why would you get into beefs with people? And the reason why you should not get into beefs with people is because like I said guys, number one, waste of time. Number two, it might end bad. All right? And a lot of times it would end bad. It ends in retaliation, it ends in revenge. And a lot of people they're egotistical. If they lose a fight, or somebody says something wrong, they're gonna do something back, and then from there, whoever got hurt, they're gonna bring their boys, and it's just gonna be like conflict. All like it's crazy, guys. Like the amount of time that people put into beefing with one another, as if it's a good thing. I think it's a fucking bad thing. So that's why I'm only 22 years old, but when I go out in my life, right? If I was working cause I used to work all these 9 to 5 jobs, I used to join all these sports. Like I was involved in a lot of different things growing up, right? Like I was involved in a lot of things, and my end goal in my life is I want to be the best version of myself. I want to be well-rounded in every aspect of my life, whether it be physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially, my characteristics, life skills, and experiences, how I am with other people, my leadership skills, my confidence skills, my communication skills, a lot of different things that I need to focus on. And of course, if you get into beefs with other people, maybe your old friends or people at work or whatever, it's time consuming, and also it's not gonna make you a better version of yourself, and it's just gonna hurt you in the long run. Even now, you know what I'm saying? It's like I know a lot of people. Like when I was working at 9 to 5 jobs, they'll be like the type where they'll always get into beefs with other people, like at the job, and not even at the job, but outside of work. Like they'll be like, "Oh yeah, bro, like I had to move for a couple months because I got into a beef with this other person, and they're him and his boys is out here trying to look for me, and then I was in hiding." I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Why would you even get it? Like, help me, guys, understand. Why would you get into beefs with other people? For example, right? I know when when it's time to confront people. For example, maybe somebody at work was, talking shit or gossiping or saying shit, and maybe they're trying to bully you. There's times when you need to speak out for yourself and stand up for yourself, right? I'm not saying get into a physical altercation and start yelling and holding grudges against one another. I'm saying that there's times and places where you need to stand up for yourself in a good way, right? And if they really want to fight, bro, then fuck, let's go. Tell them join, bro. Let's go UFC. Let's go, bro. Let's go into the ring. Let's go boxing style. But other than that, all these beefs are avoidable, bro. Don't get into beefs if you don't have to get into beefs, right? Like if you're on the street and you see a group of boys and they're out there acting stupid and talking shit, they're drunk at the club, whatever. Like don't get like if they act stupid, it's like okay, fuck, just walk away. Like I remember when me and my boy, right, it was like 2022, and then somehow like this is like June 2022. I was 19 years old, and then I was on summer break from my high school job, right? I was working at my high school job, so I had like 2 months off. So I was with my girl at the time, and we went to this hotel staycation, and then somehow a couple of days later, my boy and his girl they ended up at the same hotel as us. So we was on the same hotel, same floor, same everything, and it was like 10 in the night, 11. It was like almost 12 in the morning, and it was pretty late. And my boy just went check in, so I was like, "Hey, bro, I kind of thirsty. We go get some food." And he was like, "Oh yeah, I don't like drive my car though. I like just leave him here. We could just go walk somewhere nearby." So I said, "Okay." So we started walking in the middle of the night in the hotel in the city, right? The city is dead, nobody's out. So we was walking, and we found like this like 24-hour store, like a grocery store. So we went up there, we got some drinks and food, and when we were leaving, right, we went downstairs and we left the store. Right when we walked out the door, there was like this group of white kids, bro. Like maybe a little bit older than me. There was taller than us. You know what I'm saying? Three scrawny, taller kids. There was only two of us, me and my boy. So there was like 3 or 4 of them. I forget already, but they were kind of like I think they were drunk and they were just acting stupid. They were tourists too. You know what I'm saying? They're walking around the city acting like oh la la la. So they was walking past this other guy, right? This other local guy from Hawaii, and then they were talking shit to him. I don't know what they were saying, but the guy, my boy, he told me after that he was like, "Oh, you heard that guy?" He was like, "Oh, I don't like fight you guys. I just," and he's like, "Not today." Like the local guy was just kind of like brushing it off. He was just like, "It's not worth it. Fuck it. I want to go home." So that's what you guys should do. But when we were walking, right, those white boys, they were walking ahead of us, and then we were kind of behind them, right, walking on the same sidewalk, heading into the same direction, trying to get back to our hotel room with our food in our hands. You know what I'm saying? We was holding grocery bags. So me and my boy was walking, and these guys are a little bit in front of us, like fucking like literally like right in front of us, like 1 foot ahead of us. You know what I'm saying? So we was walking a little bit, and then they were like talking, they're laughing, they're yelling loud, they're acting stupid, they were like drunk out of their mind, right? So they're like kind of like looking towards like the behind, like they were like looking behind, and they were like facing us, and then they said something to me. They're like, "Oh, look at this guy, he laughing, ha 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 ha." So I look at my boy, right? I'm like, "What the fuck, right, bro? Like, what's going down? What's going down?" So then my boy, right, he was just like, he's kind of quiet a little bit. We were just kind of like avoiding a little bit. Like we wasn't trying to get into a confrontation. So, it got to the point where I'm only 22, but when I was younger, right, I was the type where I would say, fuck you, you know what I'm saying? Let's go right now, bro. Like, come, bro. Come, let's 1v1, bro. You know what I'm saying? Come, fuck, break your face. And fucking knock you out, right? You talking shit. Fucking grab your neck. Fucking break your leg, bro. You know what I'm saying? Grab your Muay Thai, kick your leg. Fucking crack you, knock you out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have been the type to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Back then. But, so I was looking at my boy. I was like, bro, what is this, bro? Go ahead. Green light, green light. You know what I'm saying? So he was kind of like just quiet a little bit. And we just kind of looking at each other. And I was quiet too. I didn't say anything. But then after that, you know what I'm saying? I think I was smiling too. I don't know why I was smiling. I was like laughing at my boy. Like my friend was just, like my boy was talking to me, right? So we was laughing a little bit. And then these guys was making one stupid remark. Oh, who's this guy laughing? Haha, you laughing at us? So then after that, you know what I'm saying? My face kind of like changed a little bit. And I looked at my boy, like my smile disappeared, right? Because like, what the fuck, right? So anyways, they kept walking, and then I was on FaceTime with my girl actually, so it was kind of weird, right? And then like I was like FaceTiming her, and so I put my phone in my pocket, you know what I'm saying, just in case shit happened. And then they were like still making comments. They're like talking to us like, "What boys? You guys want to go to the strip club with us?" So then I was like, "Nah, bro, we good, thanks, bro." You know what I'm saying? So they walked off. We went in the same direction, but they were kind of like, they went into this club after that, like this bar nearby, and then we walked back to the hotel. But it got to the point where if I was to react on emotions, and if I was really the type where a lot of people, right, the reason why is they get into beefs and confrontation is because they're, I would say the word not stoic, okay? Because stoicism is you got to learn how to control your feelings and not react on your emotions. A lot of these people who gets into physical fights out in the streets, gets into fights at the club and at the bar, or beefs with anybody, is because they're not stoic. They let ego take control of them, right? Oh, what? This guy said something. Oh, I got to show him I'm the man. Let's go fucking fight. And then, it just goes on, right? It's like a loop. Like you get into beefs with somebody, and then they bring their boys, and then they hurt you, and then you like fight them back. It's stupid, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking dumb mentality. You know what I'm saying? So it gets to the point where I was trying to be stoic, right? And at the same time, I really, really, really wanted to drop that fucking guy, whoever said, "Oh, why you smiling?" or whatever. What? I cannot be happy. I was on vacation with my girl. You know what I'm saying? I'm hanging with my boy. We cruising the city. You know what I'm saying? Talking shit. Come with a fucking grab your neck, knock your ass out. You know what I'm saying? Fucking dumb fuck. You know what I'm saying? So I was trying to, I was looking at my boys like, "Hey, what you know what I'm saying? Like, what we gonna do? What we gonna do?" Because I was ready, bro. I want to fucking fight them, bro. I want to lick them, bro. I want to fucking crack them rib, bro. Fucking crack their liver, bro. Fuck him, bro. Taller than me, I still knock your ass out. You know what I'm saying? So fuck those guys. You know what I'm saying? Cause I promise you guys, you lucky it was us. You know what I'm saying? Cause me and my boy, we good people. We're not type, we don't cause troubles. But if someone was to pick on us, we would have to defend ourselves, right? That's the time when, physical violence is necessary. But, they didn't do anything bad. They're just talking shit. So it was all avoidable. It's all stoicism. Walk away. But I live in Hawaii, but a lot of these people in Hawaii, right? You mess with the Polynesians, you mess with all these people, right? They're not gonna be friendly in a sense. They're gonna knock your ass out. All right, so you lucky it was us. If it was another guy, fucking big Hawaiian Samoan dude, he's gonna drop these fucking haole kids, these white boys, right? He's gonna knock them ass out. He's gonna pick them up, slam them on the ground, crack their face. They're done for. Now, the fucking Hawaiian guy is probably going to get arrested for beating their ass up. But these white boys started it, right? So, the whole point is, avoid conflicts. Know when to confront people. Know when to get into altercation. Like, for example, I believe the only time physical violence is necessary is if somebody breaks into your house. Maybe you're walking the streets, somebody attacks your girl. Drop them. Maybe somebody attacks your boys. Back them up. Maybe World War III happens. Physical violence is necessary. Maybe a situation like The Walking Dead happens and you gotta defend yourself, defend your camp. Obviously, that's 100% necessary. But if you're walking the streets like we were doing in the middle of the night, right? We gotta hold ourselves accountable too. We're walking in the middle of the night, fucking drunk fucks walking around. Yeah, we're gonna run into people. So, it got to the point where it was all avoidable. We just said, "Nah, bro, we're good, thank you." Walk away, control your emotions, don't react, don't say anything stupid or, piss them off. Walk away. A lot of people nowadays, right? I see a lot of people, they get into beefs and they think it's funny. They think it's fun. They think it's entertaining. You know, you go to the beach, there's people just fucking scrapping and fighting. I'm like, bro, what's the point of doing all of that? What's the point of beefing? It's just gonna end bad. Someone's gonna get hurt. You're gonna get mobbed. You're gonna get jumped. You go to jail. People's gonna shoot guns at you. You know what I'm saying? The other day, somebody was shooting guns by our house. I was like, what the fuck, right? Like, had like one big scrap outside, and people pull out like one rifle or like a handgun, and I heard it too. It's like pop, 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 pop. I was like, that doesn't sound like fireworks. What the hell is that? You know what I'm saying? So don't get into beefs, guys. That's the last thing you guys want to do. Get into beefs and altercations. Now, if you have friends, right, and maybe like for me, because I dropped a lot of my friends the past couple of years, like because it's just different story. But if you have friends, right, and maybe you don't want to be friends with them anymore, or they betrayed you, or maybe they're jealous of you, or maybe they always take advantage of you and they always ask you for favors, don't hold a grudge against them. Don't get into beefs with them. Just let it go. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times I notice it's just people like friends, old friends beefing other friends. And I see that's, it's like people know each other and that's why they're beefing. So if that's the case, like me, right? I just literally just make peace with everyone, but it's just I don't want to talk to you kind of thing. But I'm not gonna beef you. I'm not your enemy. We're not gonna get into anything. If I see you on the street, it's not on site. I'm gonna shake your hands. What's up, bro? How you doing? You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of people, they're just like, I don't know why they live off of that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you want excitement, if you want adrenaline, go to the gym, learn how to fight, join the military, start a business, make millions of dollars, travel here and there. You know what I'm saying? Go to church. Like, bro, there's so many other things that you need to focus on rather than beefing with people. You know what I'm saying? You're broke. You know more you don't even have one car. You walk in the streets acting like fight everybody. Fuck off, bro. You know what I'm saying? So be a good person. Stop fighting people. Stop getting to a state of, beefs that you could be easily avoidable. Walk away. Be a better person. You know what I'm saying? So I see you guys later. Yes, sir.